The story begins in Rome, Italy. A famous movie director named Salvatore Di Vita lives in a large, beautiful apartment. He is rich and successful. Many people know his name. But he is also very lonely. He comes home late one night. Then the telephone rings. It is his mother. Her voice sounds sad and serious. She tells him, "Salvatore, I have some bad news. Alfredo is dead." Salvatore hears these words and becomes very quiet. He cannot speak. He closes his eyes, and suddenly he is not in Rome anymore. In his mind, he travels back in time. He goes back to his childhood, to a small town in Sicily, to the place where he grew up. The story of his life, and his friendship with Alfredo, begins to play in his memory like a movie. The scene changes. We are now in a tiny village in southern Italy. The time is just after World War II. The town is poor and quiet. The buildings are old. The streets are empty most of the time. Life is hard for the people who live there. Many men died in the war. Many families do not have enough money for food. But there is one place in town that is full of life and joy. It is called the Cinema Paradiso. It is an old movie theater, but for the people of this town, it is a magical place. Inside the Cinema Paradiso, they can forget about their problems. They can laugh at funny movies. They can cry at sad movies. For a few hours, they can escape from their difficult lives and enter a different world. In this town lives a little boy named Salvatore. But everyone calls him Toto. He is about 6 years old. He has dark hair and bright, clever eyes. He is a smart boy, but he is also a little naughty. He is always getting into small troubles. Toto's father went to fight in the war a long time ago. He never came back. So Toto lives alone with his mother. His mother works very hard every day to take care of him. She is often tired and worried, so she is strict with Toto. She wants him to be a good boy. Toto loves only one thing in the whole world: movies. He loves everything about them. He loves the stories. He loves the actors and actresses. He loves the music. Most of all, he loves going to the Cinema Paradiso. It is his paradise. But Toto has a problem. He is just a little boy from a poor family. He does not have money to buy a ticket. Every day, he tries to sneak into the cinema. Sometimes he hides behind people. Sometimes he tries to run past the ticket man. But the ticket man, a large man with a big mustache, always catches him. He picks Toto up by his shirt and throws him out onto the street. But Toto does not give up. He is a clever boy. He finds another way to get inside the world of movies. He goes to a small room next to the cinema. This is the projection room. It is a tiny, hot room filled with machines, film reels, and the smell of oil and old film. This is where the projectionist works. His name is Alfredo. Alfredo is a kind, quiet man. He has a gentle face and tired eyes. He is the one who shows the movies to the town. Every night, he sits in the small room, runs the projector, and makes the magic happen for everyone else. He is a lonely man. His wife died many years ago, and he has no children. His only friends are the films he shows. At first, Alfredo tries to send Toto away. "Go home, little boy," he says. "This place is dangerous. You cannot be here." But Toto does not listen. He comes back every day. He sits outside the projection room and watches Alfredo work. He watches Alfredo take the heavy film reels and put them on the projector. He watches the light come out of the machine and through the small window. He watches the images appear on the big screen inside the theater. For Toto, it is the most wonderful thing in the world. Slowly, Alfredo begins to like this curious little boy. Toto reminds him of himself when he was young. He starts to let Toto sit with him in the projection room. He explains how the projector works. He shows Toto how to change the reels. Toto asks him many, many questions. What is this for? Why does the film move like that? How do the people get inside the machine? Alfredo answers all his questions with patience. A special friendship begins to grow between the old man and the little boy. Soon, Toto becomes Alfredo's little helper. He carries the heavy film cans for him. He learns how to clean the projector. He learns how to rewind the film after the movie is over. He spends all his free time in that small, hot room. But Alfredo always tells him, "Toto, this is not a good job for you. Look at me. I sit in this tiny room every night. I work while everyone else is watching the movie. I am like a slave to this machine. You should study hard in school. You should find a better life. Promise me you will not do this job forever." Toto does not really understand. For him, being with Alfredo and the movies is the best thing in the world. He cannot imagine any life better than this. One day, Toto asks Alfredo for some old pieces of film. Alfredo warns him, "Be careful, Toto. The film is made of nitrate. It burns very, very easily. It is dangerous." But Toto takes the film anyway. He puts the strips in a metal box and takes them home. That night, he is looking at the pictures on the film. He holds them near a candle to see them better. Suddenly, the film catches fire. The fire spreads quickly on the floor. Toto's mother runs into the room and puts out the fire. She is very, very angry. She goes straight to the cinema and finds Alfredo. She shouts at him, "It is your fault. You are a bad man. You are teaching my son bad things. Stay away from him." Alfredo feels very bad. He does not want to cause trouble for Toto and his mother. But he also sees how much Toto loves the movies. He decides to make a deal with the boy. "Toto," he says, "I will teach you everything about the projector. I will teach you how to be a real projectionist. But you must promise me one thing. You must promise to stay in school. You must study hard. You cannot only think about movies. Do you promise?" Toto is so happy. He promises with all his heart. From that day on, Toto is Alfredo's secret student and helper. Their friendship becomes even stronger. There is a funny thing about the movies in this town. The town has a priest, Father Adelphio. He is a very strict, old man. Before every movie is shown to the public, Father Adelphio watches it first in the cinema. He sits there alone with Alfredo. While he watches, he has a small bell in his hand. Every time a man and a woman kiss on the screen, he rings the bell. That is the signal for Alfredo. Alfredo must cut that part out of the film. So all the love scenes, all the romantic kisses, end up on the floor of the projection room. The people in the town never get to see a real kiss in a movie. Toto collects all these small pieces of film and keeps them in a special box. One night, something terrible happens. A very popular movie is playing. The cinema is completely full. Everyone in town is there. In the projection room, Alfredo is working. Suddenly, the film gets stuck in the projector. It starts to burn. Alfredo tries to fix it, but it is too late. The nitrate film catches fire, and the fire spreads very fast. In a few seconds, the whole projection room is on fire. Toto is outside the cinema. He sees the smoke and the fire. He runs inside to help his friend. The fire is everywhere. Alfredo is trying to save the building, but he is trapped. Toto fights through the smoke and finds Alfredo. He tries to pull him out. A heavy part of the projector falls and hits Alfredo in the face. Toto pulls with all his strength and drags the big man out of the burning room. They are safe outside, but Alfredo is badly hurt. He is burned and bleeding. An ambulance takes him away. The doctors save his life, but they cannot save his eyes. Alfredo is now completely blind. He will never see again. The Cinema Paradiso is destroyed. Only the outside walls are left. The next morning, all the people of the town stand in the street and look at the ruins. Many of them cry. Their paradise is gone. Toto is very sad. He feels like the fire was his fault somehow. He also misses his friend very much. But a few months later, a rich man in the town decides to rebuild the cinema. He makes it bigger and more modern than before. They call it the new Cinema Paradiso. Everyone in town is happy again. But now there is a new problem. Who will be the new projectionist? Alfredo is blind, so he cannot work anymore. The owner finds another man to do the job. But this new man is not good at his work. One night, the film breaks during the movie. The audience gets very, very angry. They shout and scream. Toto is sitting in the cinema. He knows exactly what to do. He learned from the best. He runs up to the projection room, pushes the new man aside, and fixes the machine. In a few seconds, the movie is playing again. Everyone cheers. The owner sees this. He comes to Toto and says, You are the new projectionist. Toto is only about 12 years old now. But he has a real job. He goes to school during the day. He works at the cinema every night. He finally has his dream job. He runs the projector, just like Alfredo taught him. He visits Alfredo often. Alfredo now sits on a bench in the town square every day. He cannot see, but he listens to the sounds of the town. He knows everyone by their footsteps and their voices. Toto tells him all the news from the cinema. He tells him about the new movies, about the people who come to watch. About everything. They remain the best of friends. Years pass. Toto grows up. He is now a handsome young man. He still works at the cinema. He is still best friends with Alfredo. But now he has a new interest. He has fallen in love. The girl's name is Elena. She has just moved to the town with her family. She is beautiful. She has long blonde hair and big blue eyes. Her father is a rich banker. Toto sees her one day on the street, and he cannot think about anything else. He is completely in love. But he is too shy to talk to her. He is just a poor cinema projectionist. She is from a rich family. He does not know what to do. He tries many ways to get her attention. He walks past her house many times every day. He waits for her outside her school. He writes her love letters but never sends them. Nothing works. Elena does not even know he exists. Finally, he goes to Alfredo for advice. Alfredo is blind, but he understands love very well. He smiles and tells Toto a story. Toto, he says, let me tell you a story. There was once a soldier. He fell in love with a princess. He waited under her window every day to show his love. He waited for 99 days. But on the 99th night, he got up and left. Do you know why? Toto thinks. Because he was tired, he asks. No, says Alfredo. He left because he wanted to be sure that the princess truly loved him. If she really loved him, she would call him back. If she did not, it was better for him to leave and keep his pride. Toto thinks about this story. He decides to follow the soldier's example. He starts waiting for Elena every day. He waits and waits. He waits for many weeks. Finally, one day, Elena notices him. She comes and talks to him. They begin to meet in secret. They walk together. They talk for hours. They fall deeply in love. It is a magical summer for Toto. For the first time in his life, he is truly happy. But Elena's father finds out about their love. He is very angry. He does not want his daughter to be with a poor boy from the town. He forbids her to see Toto again. Soon after, he decides to move his family away from the town. On the night before she leaves, Elena tries to meet Toto one last time. She goes to the cinema, but Toto is not there. He is waiting for her at their special place. They miss each other. She has to leave. Toto waits all night, but she never comes. His heart is completely broken. Toto is now a young man. He is sad and lost. He does not know what to do with his life. He still works at the cinema, but it does not bring him joy anymore. He feels stuck in the small town. One night, Alfredo talks to him. Toto, he says, I have been blind for many years now. But I see things more clearly than when I had eyes. This town is too small for you. It is like a small pond. You are not a small fish. You are meant for the big ocean. You have to leave. Toto is shocked. Leave? But this is my home. You are here. My mother is here. The cinema is here. Alfredo shakes his head. No, Toto. You have to go. I have done this job all my life. It is a job for a servant. You have real talent. You have a big future. You need to go to Rome. You need to follow your dreams. Life is not like the movies. It is much harder. You have to go out into the world and find your own life. Do not come back. Do not think about us. Do not look back. Do you understand? Alfredo holds Toto's hand very tightly. Go, he says. And whatever you do, love your work. Love it the way you loved the projection room when you were a little boy. Toto cries. He does not want to leave his friend. But he knows Alfredo is right. He says goodbye to his mother. He goes to the town square and says goodbye to Alfredo. He gets on a train and leaves his small town forever. He never sees Alfredo again. Now the story comes back to the present. Salvatore is in Rome. He has just learned that Alfredo has died. He feels a deep sadness in his heart. He decides to go back to his hometown for the funeral. It has been over 30 years since he left. When he arrives, everything feels strange. The town looks smaller and older. Many of the buildings are different. Many of the people he knew are gone. He goes to see his mother. She is old now. She is happy to see him, but also sad. She tells him about people from his childhood. Some have died. Some have moved away. Life has gone on without him. He also goes to see the Cinema Paradiso. It is no longer a cinema. It is old, dirty, and abandoned. The owner tells him that it will be knocked down soon. They are going to build a parking lot in its place. Salvatore looks at the old building. He remembers all the happy times he had there. He remembers the movies, the laughter, the crying, and the magic. It is a very sad moment. At the funeral, Salvatore sees many familiar faces from his past. They are all old now. He talks to them and learns what happened to them over the years. After the funeral, Alfredo's wife comes to him. She gives him a small package. "Alfredo wanted you to have this," she says. "He told me many years ago, give this to Toto when I am gone. It is a gift for him. He never forgot you, you know. He always talked about you." Salvatore takes the package. It is a small, rusty metal can. It looks like an old film can. He does not know what is inside. He thanks her and takes it back to Rome with him. Back in his apartment in Rome, Salvatore sits alone. He opens the old film can. Inside is a reel of film. It looks very old. He takes the film and puts it on his own movie projector. He turns off the lights. The projector starts, and the film begins to play on his wall. At first, he does not understand what he is seeing. The film is just a collection of short scenes. They are all in black and white. The picture is old and scratched. Then he sees a man and a woman on the screen. They are actors from old movies. They look at each other. They lean in. They kiss. Then the scene changes. Another man and woman. Another kiss. And another. And another. Kiss after kiss after kiss. Salvatore's eyes open wide. He suddenly understands. Alfredo, when he was alive, had saved all the pieces of film that he cut out for the priest. All the kisses. All the love scenes that the people of the town never got to see. For all those years, he kept them. He collected them carefully. He saved them for Toto. He put them all together into one long film. This was Alfredo's gift. It was all the love that was cut from the movies. It was a symbol of their friendship. It was a reminder of the magic of the cinema. And it was a way for Alfredo, his old, blind friend, to give him one last kiss from the past. Salvatore sits in the dark room. The silent images of people kissing play on the wall. A smile slowly spreads across his face. Then tears begin to fill his eyes. He is not a rich, famous movie director anymore. He is just Toto, the little boy who loved movies and his friend Alfredo. The film ends with Salvatore watching this beautiful, silent gift. He finally understands the true depth of his old friend's love for him. It was a love that lasted a lifetime.